Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I got a couple hours, so I pulled in Uriah's Jeep so that we can use it to put Carmen together. I know I could use the Chilton and fish through it constantly looking for what I need and whatnot, but this is just easier. I mean, I've got the answer key, why not use it, right? Okay guys, so time to give you an update. I'll show you all the stuff I got done, kind of talk you through it a little bit. I'm done for the evening. Wife's about to get off work and I gotta help make dinner, I think. But let me show you what we got. So let's see, let's start down low. We got the alternator on. Thank God I had Uriah's Jeep because it took forever to figure out where this bracket right here went. Luckily, like I said, I had his, so I looked under it and hunted and chipped off some mud I missed and found it. We got the bracket for the fan. We got the AC put on, hooked back up. We'll have to take it and have it charged once we get everything going. That's no big surprise. We got the power steering on, and then on this side of the motor we got all the O2 sensors, the that don't look all that hot. All the injectors, everything pretty much on this side is hooked up. I got to get a vacuum cap for this. It's factory, from what I can tell, blocked off. Air box, and we should be good. I do still have some wires that I'm still trying to figure out, but that's not here nor there. Still got to reroute this to the other side because they make that big swoop and connect here. Over here, I haven't done anything. I'll work on that next time I get out here. And I didn't mess with the wiring a whole lot. I'll probably do that all off camera. If you have been following along, and one of the first videos where we worked on this, I told you about me and Damian coming out and we replaced some wire loom and taped it. Well, the electric tape I used is falling off already, and we haven't even really done anything. You know, it hasn't even gotten hot yet. So with all that being said, I'm gonna stop here for tonight, and I will get back out here and get back to work on it as soon as I can, and we'll keep going. I think for this part of the build, I don't think we're going to show a lot unless we run into something crazy. It's just going to kind of be short updates and showing you what we got done with maybe a little bit of how-to if we need to. But a lot of this, once you lay the wiring in place and stuff, you can tell where it goes. There's only one place for it to go. Maybe the routing of it might not be factory, but as long as it all plugs in, it all works. Who cares? And it don't melt. I'm just trying to get it to where we can get it started and get it out of the... I want to get it started the way it sits, and then I want to get it outside and get it out of my garage so I can have room for everything else I have going on in life. I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. All right. Hey guys, welcome back for day 2. we've already done a little bit, nothing major. I'll spin you around here in a second and show you and explain the plan for today. Whew. All right, here we go. All right, so if you can see all these little blue zip strips, we didn't change out all the wire loom or anything like that. So what I did was, where it was spreading apart and whatnot, I just put some blue zip ties like everywhere, and I'm sure there's more to come. We had to take the heater core hoses off because yesterday I got ahead of myself and this mess of wires has to go down, and instead of trying to feed everything, I just took them back off. It's 2 hose clamps per hose and no big deal. So we're gonna do that again. We got Uriah's Jeep in here looking at the answer sheet. All right guys, so here's the update. It's wired. I'll show you, I'll spin you around here in a second. We do have to put back on the heater core hoses. I just realized we hadn't put them back on yet. But otherwise, yep. So I finished in plenty of time to get cleaned up and take Damian to redo his written permit. So he let it expire because here in Arkansas you can get it at 14. But he'll be 16 in November, so he let his last one expire, just not paying attention and whatnot. So we got to go take it again. No big deal. I think he got like he might have missed 1 or got 100 on it last time. I can't remember. So we ain't worried. He hit it. He did a couple refresher tests just to make sure. But let me spin you around, show you what we got, and tell you the next steps. So I know it's kind of hard to see. I did go ahead and throw the oil filter on. I got tons of room to get to it right now, so why not? Got the new starter on. I mean, a lot of it's hidden. Ran all the wires down on the transmission, the transfer case. Got all of our cable linkages hooked up to the throttle body. Honestly, short of putting oil in it, we could technically do a first start, but I don't want to do that until I have everything together. That may or may not be the right answer, but that's what we're going to do. So next steps, I have to service the transfer case and put it back in. We have all of the U-joints on the drive shafts to do. A couple more days at the pace we've been working today and yesterday. Oh, we got to buy a battery. That's kind of important, or we're going to have to steal it out of something. Maybe? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Otherwise, I'm going to stop here and take Damian to do his permit, and unfortunately I got to do that thing we all hate and go do a little bit of grocery shopping. So I will see you guys probably tomorrow. Bye guys. Hey guys, what's going on? It has been a minute since we've been in the garage, and today we're gonna tinker around and try and get some stuff done. I got Rusty over there. He's cleaning up something I forgot. So when we put the motor and tranny in, I got in a hurry and wasn't paying attention, so I've got to put the exhaust hanger that goes underneath your transmission mount back on. So that's something we're going to get done today. We're going to put the transfer case in, put in the front and rear drive shafts. We may even air up my 4 flats and get the tires back on the Jeep, set it on the ground, and tighten up the suspension. So I don't know how much of the underneath is going to be visible. I don't have great lighting yet. I'll do what I can. But if nothing else, I'll talk you through it and we'll adapt and overcome. That is the way. So I'm going to let him finish that up. I'm going to collect some tools and then we're going to figure out what we're going to do first. So I'll see you here in just a second. Okay guys, so what we're going to do is we're going to pull this apart here, and there's another one just like it on the other side. Hey look, my anti-seize is
anti-seizing.
Yeah, so we're going to pull that out. We've come to the conclusion that we are going to have to pull the cross member as well, so we'll get the transmission jack under here to hold it up because of one bolt. Would you this bolt hole, try and keep my arm out of the way, this bottom bolt hole here for the transfer case has to be gotten to right here, and everything's in the way, so we're just gonna try and take the easy way out and take more stuff apart to make life easier.
That we've already put back together.
Yeah, but we'll get that. So we're gonna take all this apart and then we'll get the transfer case slid under here, and then we'll come back and show you what we're up to and how we're gonna go about doing it. So it's kind of hard to see, but there's the transfer case. I hope you can see that. There's where it's going. This is all self-explanatory. There's studs on the front for the mating surface. They go in these holes here. The only thing you got to do is just make sure you have it clocked in the correct orientation. So we're gonna throw this up here and see what we can do. All right guys, as you can see, it's all up here. The orientation really isn't that hard to figure out. If you put it in the wrong hole, you'll know. Just pull it back, rotate your shaft, put it back in. You know, the yoke on the transfer case in the front needs to line up with the front drive, or the front yoke on the axle. No duh, right? We all know how that goes. We're gonna make some electrical connections and run the vent line back to the front of the Jeep, get the cross member in, and our little snazzy bracket that we forgot for exhaust that will probably get changed. What else do we got? Then drive shafts.
Yeah.
Today's just a bunch of buttoning up little stuff as for right now. We'll see where we go. But alright, we're going to make these connections, scoot this stuff up, get the cross member back in, and then
check back in.
Yeah, we'll check back in, see what we're going to do next. So, hang tight. Alright guys, so I am back under here. A few things have changed. Transfer case is in. I think I showed you guys that. Cross members all bolted up. That's all done. So now we're moving on to we're moving on to the drive shafts. And surprise, Rusty has gone to work on a pool or something, or attempt to. So we got Damian helping.
Yes.
And he's gonna put in the crusty rusty drive shafts there that yesterday off camera me and him put in new U-joints in.
Was that yesterday?
Yesterday, day before, whatever. In the past few days, me and him have come out here and just kind of tinkered a little bit.
Yes.
Off camera. So we did not do a slip yoke eliminator because this Jeep is not being off-roaded as of right now. Again, if things change, we'll change our plan. So I'm gonna help him get it set up here. You know, the floppy end of the yoke goes here, as we know, slides on, and then that goes on, the U-joint goes on the pinion yoke. Yeah, there it is. Goes on two straps. They're 5/16 or like 8mm bolts. Just make sure you put Loctite blue, or I've got orange, so we're gonna use orange. And that's that. So we'll do that one and we'll come back. Putting in your first drive shaft. Will the bottom one not tighten by hand?
Oh yeah. I forgot it's that.
Yeah. Save yourself some time, do it by hand instead of that little wrench. I mean, on these we could have probably used a ratchet, but you can tighten them in for the most part by hand. That sun is killer on the camera.
Okay.
Alright, now tighten them up with your wrench. You don't have a lot of movement. It's a good core workout, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there is the rear drive shaft in all its glory. We still have to lube it, but we're going to lube everything on the Jeep all at one time. So we'll start, you know, putting oil in it, antifreeze, all that good jazz, and we'll just start at the front and work our way to the back. But now we're on to the front drive shaft over there. So let's go do that. Okay, guys, so we're getting the front one in. Damian's tightening up the straps on the front yoke, or U-joint, however you want to call it. Once he gets them all snugged down and tight, I think we're gonna jump over to doing suspension. Well, we'll have to air up tires, but yeah. Okay, it's starting to turn on you?
Yeah.
All right, rotate it around. All right, snug them up. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there's no fluid in the front drive shaft, so it's making a little grindy noise. There's also no fluid in the transmission or the transfer case, but that's not here nor there.
My car's just dehydrated in general.
Very dehydrated. So, alright, once it starts moving it, yeah, just move on to the next one. And here in a second, we'll shove a pry bar up there in the in between it all, and I'll hold it in place while you finish tightening. Oh, I got my bar in here the wrong way. Alright, it's tightening. Dang it! Alright guys, I'm gonna have to put down the camera so I can help him. Alright guys, so for the first time, I'm pretty sure since it's been in here, it is 100% on its own weight. So now we're going to go through, we're going to tighten all the control arms, the shocks, because they were just kind of in here. I can grab a hold of them and turn stuff, so they need to be tightened. We're going to tighten all that up, and I think that's going. Once we get that done, I think we're going to stop for today. And tomorrow, as long as this guy's willing to help, we are going to do steering, and I mean, I guess the steering stabilizer is part of steering, but we're going to do all that. And then we might even start putting fluids in it that we have. So let's get that done, and then we'll show you when it's all done. Alright guys, so it's all tightened up. I'll show you. I mean, it's just tightened bolts. There ain't much to see, but I'll give you a look. Yep. All the control arms are tight. The shocks are tight. Everything we've said in the past that, hey, we're going to wait until it's on its own weight, it's tight. We've got until November to be done, so we're just kind of doing a little bit here and there, getting Damian to dip his toes into the water of auto mechanics,
Yes.
teach him how to do some stuff so he don't have to pay someone in the future.
Ridiculous amount.
Yeah. But that's going to be it for today, so we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.